Well, we are live here from the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex. This is known as the Battle of the Gardens, and we're talking about the biggest rivalry in the land of wood and water, with Arnett Gardens hosting Tivoli Gardens. And the crowd here not quite jam-packed, but one day, one goal, peace, still very much the marker, especially on this day where rivals go head-to-head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
football meant more when these two teams are on stage.
Arnett Gardens and Tivoli.
I tell you what, the infamous enmity of the past has given way to a more mitigated passion. Still very much electrifying, and that is underscored with an intense pride tonight and every single occasion when they go head to head. This is what it means when Arnett Gardens go ahead and head to head with Tivoli Gardens. What will both teams offer the viewers here at the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex and those watching?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national
anthem. We'll now pause for the playing of the national anthem. Jerome Waite has been on the other side of the divide, and having made the transfer with Arnett Gardens in his rearview mirror, he now leads this Tivoli Gardens team. And it speaks so much about the development of football in Jamaica, where it was hardly peaceful when these two teams meet. But now a coach can cross the border. Just 2.7 kilometers away is what they used to call the Railway Oval, now the Edward Seaga Stadium, from this Tony Sporting Sports Complex. And he was able to go across the team near the old railway tracks. Okita Nicholson is the man in the middle. Jermaine Yising and Damian Williams will assist him. O'Shane Nation is the fourth official. They manage their teams, the captains, as the officials manage this game. Arnett Gardens and their starting lineups now with Richardo White back in goal for the Junglists. And they will have a back four of Philando Wing, Rashawn Amos, Joel Cunningham and Gerald Neal now preferred at right back for Arnett Gardens. Jamon Shepherd, Marlon Martin, Jaheim Thomas, a familiar trio in the middle of the park. Shea Smith, Warner Brown and Kimani Arboine complete the lineup for Arnett Gardens. As for Tivoli Gardens, Nicholas Clark, wearing the captain's armband, wants to be at his sharpest tonight. Hasn't been up to scratch in recent weeks. Their number one. He's between the sticks. They'll have a back three of Richard Brown, Barrington Price, Odine Pennycook. In the middle of the park, Alton Lewis, Howard Morris, Kimali Smith and Keno Simpson. And up top, Nicalia Fuller for his first start for Tivoli Gardens. His only goal in the Premier League is against Arnett Gardens. And Justin Dunn is up there as well for Tivoli Gardens.
start video game. Thank you.
Anthony Nelson, of course, leads the line for Tivoli Gardens. Still to get on the score sheet here. But if he can make his mark, he'd hope it's a big mark. We're on the way here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex on this Sunday evening. A lot expected, especially from the Arnett Gardens fans. Kimani Arboin going the long route. And that should be a throw into Tivoli Gardens. It is expected to be a physical game here. Xavier Gilbert, now the head at Arnett Gardens. Philando Wing wasn't given the room there to operate in. It must be uncomfortable seating in the opposition bench for Jerome Waite. Shea Smith coming forward. Loves scoring against Arnett Gardens. Sends this one inside. It did go out into touch. He really does love this game, Shea Smith. He has scored 15 goals in the Jamaica Premier League. 5 of them have come against Tivoli Gardens. Scored in his last 2 outings against the arch rivals.
Hence, he has been preferred in the starting lineup to Rashid Kelson, who this time has to take a place on the bench.
Sometimes you just have to go with the statistics. Arboin with the takedown and the skip inside. Thomas was a little bit on his heels there. Dunn was illegally challenged from behind. Free kick awarded to Tivoli Gardens. They switch the play. Fuller. Almost running through there, Nakalia Fuller.
Warner Brown playing against his former team. Now in the colours for Arnett Gardens. Now will come up against his former strike partner as well in Anthony Nelson when they were at St Andrew Technical as high schoolers.
And Tivoli Gardens as well. Here's Smith touching it inside, turning and shooting wide of the mark. James Thomas having a sighter there. pressure being applied. No issues there for White. Arboin nodding it inside, and there's a coming together there. Well, both players needing attention in the aftermath of that coming together. They're telling him to keep still for the time being, Kimani Arboin, but he appears to be all right. I remember the days where big political honchos were looking on from the stands in the designated VIP area here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex and the Edward Seaga Sports Complex. The political heavyweights were here looking on, and there was added measure to this fixture. Not quite so these days. Well, from the same divide, I suppose. The former finance minister on the left and the chairman of Arnett Gardens, Omar Davis, Dr. Omar Davis, as well as the current opposition leader, Mark Golding. Fuller with the effort. I think it took a deflection, but it's still kept in play by Tivoli Gardens. They haven't utilized it well, though. Also good to see Keita Simpson back in the starting lineup for Tivoli Gardens. Wing. Lewis now for Tivoli Gardens. Nelson. Tivoli Gardens were looking for the foul here, didn't quite work out. Oh, that's wonderfully done by the boy they call National. And then Arnett Gardens just losing out in the end. Warner Brown was under pressure. And Jakeem Thomas is still down.
Just wondering what happened there off the ball. Totally wrong foot in Pennycook. Oh, he just slipped. He just slipped Thomas. And I think his head clashed into the shins. It wasn't Price. I'm not sure who he hit into. But I think it's his head that hit into him, you know. Look at this here. Comes out. Ooh. And his head crashes into, is it the knee of Richard Brown? He's a big unit, is Richard Brown. And a bit of a concern here. Lots of players. Is he conscious though? Because I'm not seeing any movement from Thomas.
When I saw it first, I thought it was more his shoulder that went into the knee area. And then he also landed heavily as well.
Yeah, well, he's...
This afternoon, 3:30. WN nil, Football United 2. United 1. Matchday United 1.
Well, he's up and about.
And that's good to see.
Yeah.
There was a point where he wasn't moving, so it made you wonder whether he had lost consciousness, but that we are not sure of.
I don't think he would have lost consciousness, and
he still looks winded though. He still looks out of it.
I don't think it was a head initially, you know. I felt he just collided, and the majority of the impact was on his shoulder.
Just look at it here.
Yeah.
I think his head goes into knee to Richard. Yes.
No.
His shoulder as well, but I think definitely his head. He made contact with the knee or something of Brown. Look there, he's out. He looks out there. Oh.
Well,
mouth was gaping as well.
Yeah.
He might have been out of it for a split moment there. Of course, nothing confirmed. But definitely there was impact, even though the shoulder initially, the whipping action of the collision.
I think it's more that. I don't think it was a head-on collision, but we're glad that he's on his feet and is anticipating returning to the action. But I suppose we would get confirmation a little bit later on if there was any fear of a concussion injury being picked up. Arboin had no interest in clashing with Alton Lewis there. Nelson slips that one through, but Joel Cunningham has that one covered. Well, he's striding forward and finding Arboin. Arboin going on a run against Lewis. Lewis utilizing his strength. Arboin utilizing his width.
Well defended by Price. Arboin overdoing it. Getting past Lewis, should have been looking for a teammate there. And credit to Barrington Price. He's a solid defender, isn't he too? Lots of experience. Changing the back line because Price isn't wearing the captain's armband today. It's actually Nicholas Clark, the goalkeeper. So changing leadership for Jerome Waite.
Yeah, he's had an iffy last couple of match weeks, and maybe the captain's armband is just to give him that added level of responsibility. I'm thinking that.
Coming off of a 3-0 loss at the hands of Waterhouse, this Tivoli team.
Shepherd would have started that comeback against Harbourview last time out against his old club, scoring his first goal in the Jamaica Premier League. Harbourview probably wondering, where was that all this time? Arnett with 60% of the possession so far. But he did provide that security for Harbourview in those years with the Stars of the East. Should we say a more conservative approach while he was there at Harbourview? Jamon Shepherd? Maybe.
I think he played a similar role, just didn't score. And it's not as if he regularly gets into goal-scoring positions, even in the colours of Arnett Gardens, but he just happened to score one, as you say. I don't think it would be necessarily a regular thing for Shepherd.
We'll see, will we? Arboyne didn't quite pull it off. Shepherd going into the attacking third, committing the foul.
Good player, though.
Yeah, he's a runner.
Yeah, adds a lot to the midfield in terms of work rate and so on. But as I said, not everyone is a goal scorer, and that's fine.
Cunningham going into foreign territory almost. With the run of play and Thomas coming across to attend to Dean Pennycook. Not for the first time he has brought him to the floor. This time through illegal methods. Cunningham swinging this one inside. Comes back to Cunningham. Oh, there is space for Wing. Wing inside. Didn't quite reach Warner Brown. Richard Brown was in the way. Shepherd. Neal. Back to Shepherd. Smith. Delivers inside. There's an appeal for a handled ball there. Not a lot in it. Here's a driving effort from Wing. Wide of the mark. Cunningham.
Must be said, it's been a long time since Arnett Gardens have had such a calming presence in their back line as their captain here. Known for their attacking flair, but at times have been erratic in the back line. Remember last season, been reduced on more than one occasion to 9 players, 10 players and so on for rash challenges. But Joel Cunningham, very calm, very organized, a quiet leader.
I think he's only picked up 3 yellow cards since he's been at Arnett Gardens, Joel Cunningham.
Never seems to rush in or be flustered, but yet still gets the job done. Good positioning, good pass of the ball. And without shouting, clearly gets his back line organized.
Keno Simpson having Amos for company. Every time I say the name Amos, I'm so tempted to immediately cry Obadiah.
Playing centre back today instead of right back, Amos.
Has been doing so since the start of the season, actually, for Sean Amos. Has done well in that position so far, and it's number 5. There he is. Oh, a mistake at the back, and this one he slipped through, and he scored it. Tivoli Gardens with the advantage. And it's their number 9, Justin Dunn, with his 2nd goal of the campaign. And Arnett Gardens, well, letting that one slip through. And Tivoli Gardens pouncing on it. And they lead by 1-0 inside the jungle.
Well, is this somewhat commentator's curse? Pass back to Cunningham, and Cunningham made a mess of it there. And Dunn was alert. Well, well, well. Joel Cunningham maybe just a little bit too relaxed. Just after we spoke about him, his calming presence. Well, he was calm. But yeah, generally so assured at the back. And a big, big mistake by the Arnett captain. And credit to Dunn, who his awareness was top-notch. Well, look at that. Well, Joel Cunningham certainly got an assist he wasn't bargaining for.
Oh, Chris Taylor. We'll just quietly continue to watch this one. Arnett Gardens looking for a reply. Martin couldn't find the pass. Shepherd with the foul in the clash of the 7s. What happens when the 2 7s clash? Smith. Ball played out wide. Nicalia Fuller on it. Fuller is so dangerous, but again, some good work at the back. Gerald Neal was with him. The Arnett Gardens crowd restless so far. So too, the coach.
Got a nice smile and big praise from Jerome Waite, did Justin Dunn when he scored, hugging the coach. And Jerome Waite's reply was, good goal, with a wry smile. He knows what it's like to win titles. The last time Arnett Gardens won was under his watch in 2016-2017.
Martin on it. I suspect that Arnett Gardens, they need to go into another gear here.
Well,
or probably they just need to start the car.
that was quite a bit of miscommunication there.
Lewis sends it out wide. Looking to get across inside the area. Smith.
That was a poor pass there.
Arboin will get it back. Wing. Shepherd. Thomas couldn't get by his marker and left a mark on Lewis. That he did.
Just wondering about Thomas. He still doesn't look 100%, does Jaheim Thomas? Still, to me, he looks jaded. Just look at him here. Energy levels are different. I'm just wondering, without him knowing, if he's still suffering from that collision. I just hope that enough checks were done to ensure that he's fine. And that was wild from Arboin. Joint leading goal scorer this season, Kimani Arboin. 3 goals to his name. Only scored once last season, so it's been an improved start to this campaign.
This is just their second game at home on Arnett Gardens. And I don't think the spectators would be thrilled by what they have seen at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex so far this season. Their best performances have been away from Arnett Gardens.
Haven't scored at home yet. And obviously this would have been the first goal they've conceded. Their first match was a 0-0 draw with Dunbar Holding. Curtin Reza.
Curtin Snoozer as well.
But then a 4-0 win and a 2-2 draw with Harbour View. Both matches at Stadium East.
There's the delivery inside. It's a good delivery straight down the throat, though, of Nicholas Clark. Pennycook goes long. Too long. Ball sent out wide to Smith, who's kept it in play. Smith delivers and Clark deciding to punch that one. Shepherd keeps it alive. Arboin with the effort, and Nicholas Clark is always behind that one. There's the opportunity once more. Arboin had time and space to pick his spot. Janae's in the stands with an Arnett Gardens supporter. Janae?
Yes, Donald, I am in the stands with not only the biggest fan, but Uncle Paul. If you don't know Uncle Paul, you don't know football. Uncle Paul did he ride a bike to Arnett Gardens today?
That's right, man. It's parked right there.
So who for buy this?
Well, the owner of this bike is someone that all Jamaica know away from myself. Since I took the opportunity to sit here and invite you beside me.
All right. So we're watching Arnett Gardens versus Tivoli. You know, there's a lot of history behind this, whether it's politics,
Yes.
football. Do you think that Arnett Gardens can come out on the winning side today?
Well, Arnett Gardens should be a winner tonight. But I've always hoped and prayed whenever these two teams meet, we'll come out to a draw.
Why?
They are my favorite neighbors and my best friends.
So tell me, do you have any piece of advice that the Arnett boys can look back at this clip and hear from you? Everybody know you.
Yes, well, that is true. There is still a limited amount of advice, but quietly, I know I will come out with a win. You understand? So it's Arnett Garden 2, Tivoli Garden 1. My prediction.
Well, you heard it here first. Uncle Paul, he is the football guru. Let's see what happens in the match. Donald and Chris, back to you.
Gerald Neal was at the back post there making connection. And that header was well wide of the mark. Arnett Gardens trying to get back into this encounter. Smith, Neal, Brown, Smith, Shepherd. The whistle goes. Smith was cut down. Free kick to Arnett Gardens in a prime position here. Richard Brown rises to his feet to become part of the wall here. Nicholas Clark making sure that everything is in place as far as the construction of the wall. Philando Wing is behind this. Maybe he'll be the provider here. Or maybe it's just within his range. Four-man wall set up. Time for Wing. Here's the kick. Wing! Wide of the mark. Clark was skipping across though. You think he had it covered? Yeah. Didn't miss by a whole lot. Cunningham switching the play. That's a delightful ball out wide, and Gerald Neal couldn't get a hold of it. Download the SportsMax app today from the Google Play or the App Store. Keep in touch with all the happenings of the Ray Nephew Jamaica Premier League. Action from Trinidad and Tobago in the schoolboy football competitions in the SSFL. And of course from Jamaica, the ISA schoolboy football competitions down to its final stages. Here's a shot from distance from Lewis. Martin. Neal. Oration Morgan of Tivoli Gardens seems to be analyzing the game from the stands. Arboin trying to be a little cheeky there. Fuller gets a foul. That's a lovely first touch, you know. And the return pass is gorgeous. Big opportunity for Jaheim Thomas. Thomas gets the goal. And the boy they call National opens his account this season. And it's equalizer for the Junglists here inside the jungle. 1-1.
Uncertainty at the back from a Tivoli Gardens perspective, and it's cost them big time. Seemed out of it for quite a while. Warner Brown in the wide area, and he'll probably pick up the assist. There was a slight deflection, but it was always heading into the roof of the net. Actually came off the defender in the end. And yeah, acrobatic attempt at a clearance from, I think, Richard Brown, but there was nothing to stop Jaheim Thomas from drawing level. 4 he had last season, and now he's off the mark here. It's their first goal of the season at home, Arnett Gardens.
Took a long time coming. Almost 2 hours.
The stopwatch and the clipboard. If that's not old school, I don't know what is.
I said almost 2 hours. It's actually over 2 hours. The wait for the Arnett Gardens fans to see their team score at home this season. Amos got a yellow card. Wondering if it was something that he actually said. Came after the fact, didn't it? White is out.
Caution issued in the 41st minute. That is number 5, Rashawn Amos.
Maybe they can slip into another gear here on Arnett Gardens. Warner Brown has kept it. Got the return from Thomas. Sends it out wide to Neil. Neil's lofted ball inside looking for Shepherd. Comes out to Arboyne. And the whistle went. Shepherd with a collision with... it looks to be Lewis again. Oh, yeah, I think it was Lewis there. We'll see it again. Yeah, he was all over Lewis, wasn't he? Nelson, Pennycook, Fuller. Arboyne barely got out of that situation, didn't he? Lewis was pushed by Thomas.
White between the sticks instead of regular Eric Edwards, who is out ill, so not in the squad at all.
Lewis delivers to the edge of the box. Poked away. Free kick awarded to Arnett Gardens. Neil. Smith. Smith trying to maneuver his way through and committing the infringement there. Three minutes of stoppages to be played now.
So we need 8 contestants at halftime for the Rascal Challenge. As we welcome aboard another sponsor to the reign of the Jamaica Premier League. The team sponsors for Arnett Gardens, Rascal Distributors, Limited, Julian Black.
He's certainly been in the wars, Jaheim Thomas.
The Rascal Haiku Challenge will be on 4 out of 8, 50% chance.
Free kick awarded to Arnett Gardens in first half stoppage time. How will they make do with this situation? Wing to be provider on this occasion. There are 7 Arnett Gardens players inside the box waiting, and none of them will be close to it. Another mistake there, this time made by Martin. Fuller back over on the left-hand side. Got beaten by Gerald Neal. Getting a taste of his own medicine there. Thomas being asked to work. Pennycook doing well. Yellow card being shown to Martin. The crowd doesn't agree. They're thinking it was accidental.
Martin himself was surprised. I don't think that's a yellow card at all.
I think he was just trying to shield himself there.
Yeah, stood his ground, Martin. It's not as if he rushed in and did anything.
Yeah, the player was backing into him, and I thought he was just protecting himself from the collision.
In fact, it could have been a foul in Martin's favor. He certainly did nothing to impede the movement of Justin Dunn. Unlucky Martin.
We don't have a lot of time remaining here. And there it is, the end of the first half. Somehow 2 goals have been scored in this affair. And Jaheim Thomas got that equalizer after Justin Dunn had picked up on a mistake by the Arnett Gardens captain at the back. And it is 1-1 here at the Anthony Sporting Sports Complex in the Battle of the Gardens. Doesn't have the feel of the arch rivalry. Maybe it will pick up in the second half. Matches continue the reign of your Jamaica Premier League tomorrow. Harbourview up against Humber Lion at 5 o'clock, 6 in the Eastern Caribbean. You can watch that on SportsMax 2. And then Monday Night Football, Cavalier against Waterhouse, 7:30 p.m. Jamaica time, 8:30 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. You don't want to miss that one on SportsMax 2, as well as on the SportsMax app. Back here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, it's one apiece, Arnett Gardens and the Tivoli Gardens in battle. Although it's more like a playpen, to be fair. Not a lot of battles going on out in the middle. The intensity not as high as we anticipate when rivals go at each other. Let's see if that changes in the second half. I think that changes are going to be made by Tivoli Gardens here. Yep, some activity going on over on the far side. Richard Brown is being taken out. Anthony Thompson has come on to replace him. And we are on the way here at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. And Kevin Garnett replaces Kimali Smith. Oh. Wondering how they will make do with those changes. But Garnett, who has come on the park, would have scored against Arnett Gardens in the past for Vere United. In fact, his second goal in the Jamaica Premier League came against the Junglists in the 2016-2017 season. Spurred his team on to a come-from-behind 2-1 win. Arboine. Wing. Sent in at the back post, and that's headed away. Good work by Simpson. Ball sent in from Neil, no issues there for Nicholas Clark. Fuller against Neil once more. Neil doing enough. Fuller hasn't been able to do a lot of damage against Arnett Gardens, as Lewis looking for options. Lovely chest down, and that one was a little bit too strong there from Anthony Thompson. Tivoli again. Arboine with some space to work with. Lewis with a challenge, but Arboin still with it. Wing inside. Shepherd robbed. Picked up here, and the shot from distance. No issues there for White. The Arnett defense not looking too sure of themselves. Tivoli Gardens coming forward. Two waiting. He goes for goal. It's done. It's done again. His second of the game, and he has really turned up tonight inside the jungle. His third of the season, and Tivoli Gardens, they have the lead again.
Going deep, Justin Dunn, intercepting the play and continuing his run right through. Nice 1-2 play, powerful run, powerful strike, and this time White couldn't handle the pressure. Look at that, couldn't handle the pace either, and a top finish. Done 3 on the season, now joint leading goal scorer in the league. Big lead for Tivoli. We spoke about derby matches and how teams can turn up when it matters. This was never going to be an easy encounter, even though Tivoli are coming off of a loss.
Shepherd has lost it. Fuller. Amos. Lost out. Nelson. Amos recovering to put that one into touch. Well, I suppose you can say it's a hunting ground still for Jerome Waite. He's used to winning here. Martin slipping that one through, gets a return. Wing. Arboin. Lovely. Wing. Arboin almost got there inside the area. Wing trying to find Martin. The clearance made. Smith trying to utilize his space to get the better of Simpson, but Simpson is pretty speedy himself. It's played out wide, and Kimani Arboin, can he provide some magic here? Shepherd inside and through Warner Brown.
That was a really good pass into Warner Brown, and the touch certainly needed to be better from the number 9. These are the kind of moments that you have to make count.
They've really just pounced on the occasions, Tivoli Gardens. Smith has lost it. Challenge coming in from Shea Smith. I think he knew what he was doing there. Opportunity again for Tivoli Gardens, and wasted. Shepherd was clipped. Yellow card will come out, and it's shown to Arnett. Catching Shepherd on his heel there. Hopeful ball over the top. And he's won it, and he's through on goal, and can he finish it? The save is made, and it had to be made by Richardo White. The outstretched leg denying Anthony Nelson.
Anthony Nelson putting in the hard yards yet again. But what is evading him in his career is just that finish. Great work, tireless worker, makes himself busy. But just when he gets into these moments, he can't seem to find the back of the net. And again, it's just wide.
They knew it was also close. Could have been game, set, and match too. Now, can they respond? Smith and Wing. Cunningham. Easily defended by Tivoli Gardens. Lovely knock into space. But Amos doing the dirty work and winning the throw for his team. Amos trying to switch the play. Couldn't quite reach Arboine. Lovely touch inside. And trying to send that one across was Arboine. Earns his team a corner kick. An opportunity for Arnett Gardens now. Here's the delivery. Looking for Cunningham, who nods it inside. Still inside the box and couldn't really sort out his feet on that occasion, Marlon Martin. Another corner kick coming up. Again at the back post. Neil is there. That's not what he wanted to do, Barrington Price. Another corner kick to the home team. Wing has gone across to take it. Here it comes. Just getting a hand on it, Nicholas Clark. Arboine out wide, delivers, headed away. Pennycook was in the way, and Fuller has it for Tivoli Gardens, and can they break? Fuller, oh, that's such a poor ball out wide to Nelson. They had all the advantages there, Tivoli Gardens, and now they have to do some defending, and it's Shea Smith and Warner Brown. And a free kick to Tivoli Gardens. Arnett Gardens will be making changes now. Warner Brown has been taken out. Yoshiki Kelson comes on. Shanoy Evans comes on as well for Rashawn Amos. Wonder if they're going to be going for three at the back. Arnett Gardens, we'll see. Shepherd gets there, trying to move away from his marker, Garnett. That's a lovely ball out wide, but he's forced a little bit further wide than he wanted to be, Evans. And too much on that from Evans with his first touch. Clark getting some treatments here. Tivoli Gardens going ahead through Dunn in the 49th minute. What a good finish that was. Justin Dunn getting his second of the night, third of the season. Rifling that one home. Tivoli Gardens leading by the odd goal in 3 now. These fans look a little disappointed by tonight's events so far. Throw taken over the head of Arboine, collected by Clark, who is back to his old self, the Tivoli Gardens captain. Well, again the ball booted long. This could be problems. Oh, they got away with it, Arnett Gardens. Fuller collects that one really well. Playing it in the line of traffic. Trying to get the shot off. Howard Morris couldn't really. Almost for Tivoli Gardens. Almost. O'Neill Bigger Thompson is here. And there's Trayvon Reed, back in the country, having played for, what, 45 seconds last night for Jamaica against Guatemala in that friendly.
Former Tivoli and Harbourview player. Enjoying the famous Bob Marley chicken.
I think you may just get a letter from the Bob Marley Foundation here, Chris Taylor.
Or should I say, got it from the Bob Marley section.
Again, the letter is forthcoming. Here's Arnett Gardens. That's a good challenge coming in. Goal kick. Giving chase, and he got there. I think he was looking for the pole as well. Didn't get it, of course. Pennycook was strong there, usually is.
Substitution for the Tivoli team. In comes number 24, Shaquille Jones. Replacing number 11.
Shaquille Jones coming on for Anthony Nelson. Again, another game without a goal. Shaquille Jones has one goal beside his name.
67 and 68 red.
So now Evans looks as if he's slotted in at right back with a long throw here. Clark is calling for it. They've given up possession. Tivoli Gardens to Fuller. Touching inside. A chance here for Tivoli, deflected. And in. third goal for Dunn. And this game very well may be done and done. And would you believe it? He's shell-shocked, and so too the Arnett Gardens faithful. Tivoli Gardens all over Arnett Gardens, and they may just have snatched 3 points inside the jungle.
We've also seen the first hat-trick of the season. Justin Dunn, now leading goal scorer in the league with 4 goals. First hat-trick of the season, and a big lead for Tivoli Gardens. Away here in the jungle. Wow. 2 on defeat last week against Vere United after their impressive 3-0 win against Waterhouse. And they have come to play today.
Thompson, Lewis, Simpson, Dunn, skewing away always, skewing wide of the target. Devon Anderson, the coach of Hydel High, also through to the semi-finals of the Manning Cup. So he's having a decent year, isn't he, Devon Anderson? Kevon McGregor coming on for Philando Wing. They just haven't been up to it today, Arnett Gardens.
Still time. They have come back from 2 goals down before, just last week. If not, they're staring down the barrel of their first loss of the season.
Seems as if Xavier Gilbert had to calm Wing down just now. Don't think he's too happy that he's off the park. Yeah, he's not happy at all, actually. Or maybe he's unhappy with the proceedings, what's happening in the game. Throw into Arnett Gardens as they try to get back into this contest. Shepherd. Oh, he plays that one through well. It's Martin, and that's gone high and wide. Genet is in the stands once again with some happy Tivoli Gardens fans. Genet.
Fans are very happy and excited. This is the brand that is sponsored Jamaica Premier League. Tivoli is leading 2-1, and Arnett is at 1. Tell me, what is Jerome Way doing right with this Tivoli team?
Well, right now, you know, you see Jerome Way, he switch from the Garden. You don't know why he switch from Arnett Garden, right? And him switch from Arnett Garden and come at the right garden, which is Tivoli Garden. So you see right now, he might do the good work in the Tivoli Garden. And you can see it. We have the flowers bed and the tree one. You can't know what go on. So you see today, me gonna make all Jamaica and the world supporter know. Say if I'm not Tivoli garden is no garden. Because the next garden them are flowers bed.
Well, there's a hat-trick so far in the competition. How do you feel about the hat-trick in this match today?
In the match today,
yes.
Right, I know, I 3-1, I'm sure, say, 2 more are going in, Just watch what go on.
You're sure?
Sure. What you say? In a year, I one garden. Anywhere else, a flowers bed.
I'm going to link you back if 2 more goals.
All right, remember that.
All right, Daniel and Chris.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think I'll add to that one. Free kick taken long by Tivoli Gardens, and it will go from one end to the next. 15.5 minutes to go, plus time added for stoppages. Based on what we've seen today so far, I'm not sure if Arnett Gardens deserve to get anything out of this game. But that can change any minute, and they do have enough time to get back into this contest. But we would have to see things that we haven't seen for the past 75 minutes. Cunningham goes into the referee's book. He's been off color this evening. Ever since he spoke highly of him, Chris Taylor. The Arnett Gardens captain will have better games. He's had better games.
Issue to Arnett Gardens number 21, Joel Cunningham in the 76th minute.
Referee Nicholson having a word with Shanoy Evans. Got away with one there, did Evans. Howard Morris will be taken out of the action now. Nakil Wright will get a little of the action here. Play continues. Smith. Well, Smith trying to assist Lewis with a bit of cramp. Take a look at the SportsMax app moment of the game. And it had to do with Justin Dunn, firing this one. He was allowed so much space inside the box. He just had to pick his spot. And in the end, he did drive that one high into the net. Probably couldn't believe his luck that he had so much space. And was able to put the power right behind it. That's the SportsMax app moment of the game. He's had a hat-trick. Justin Dunn. Long throw inside the area. Arboyne. Johnson. High and wide.
Substitution for the Arnett State corner. Number 31.
Kenelda Brown comes on for Jaheim Thomas. That was his last contribution. Rashane Thompson, the former Tivoli man, comes on for Jamon Shepherd.
Substitution in the 81st minute.
Again, this could be a nuisance, but quite gathered. Where's it all gone wrong for Arnett Gardens this evening, Chris? He's looking on bewildered, Xavier Gilbert.
Yeah. The scoreline. Real thorough job from Jerome Wheat.
Dunn was clipped.
Well, it started with a mistake. Defensively, they have not been as solid as we've seen them previously. Arnett Gardens. First, a mistake from the captain, and then errors in their spine, which is where they're usually strong with the likes of Marlon Martin and Joel Cunningham and so on, giving up needless balls, and Dunn has made them pay. You think about that second goal, it was a ball given away, and Dunn was allowed to run right through the right center of the park. So, yeah, that's where it's gone wrong. On the front line, they just haven't really used the ball well. And the scoreline could have been worse, because you do remember that chance for Nelson.
This one is driven wide of the mark by Vicalia Fuller. They've just been quicker as well, to the Gardens.
Yeah, example again, winning the 50-50 balls. And I said, going forward, they just haven't had enough bodies, which is weird to say for Arnett Gardens. But yeah.
Arboyne. He was looking for something on the edge of the box. Kimani Arboyne. Another challenge. It just hasn't been going Arnett Gardens' way at all. At times it has been a bit chaotic, punctuated by the referee's whistle. Tivoli Gardens, they have done well to silence this Arnett Gardens crowd. Once they took the crowd out of the game, I reckon it became easier. Another free kick to Tivoli Gardens. Yellow card shown to Kimani Arboine. A goal now would make things interesting. Fuller rides one challenge. Nicadia Fuller. Oh, that's lovely work by Kenelda Brown.
Well, was it a case there that Evans was actually standing outside of the field? Well, that's a sign of things have gone for Arnett Gardens today. A pass to Evans, he's standing outside of the field to collect it.
Justin Dunn making an exit after scoring 3 goals in this derby. What a night he's had. Wonderful evening. He won't forget it. Diego McKenzie comes on to replace him. There's the ball inside, looking for Arboine. Evans trying to, well, he didn't really try to win the header, did he? But he does get the throw for his team. Arboine driving that one, no issues there for Nicholas Clark. Not quite his night, Kimani Arboine. Chris Taylor, who's your player of the game? You think it's done and dusted?
No, certainly.
Oh, lovely ball inside, and the resulting effort dragged wide of the target. Diego McKenzie getting into the thick of things for the first time. Some members of the crowd leaving early. Kenelda Brown. They've just been sharp at Tivoli Gardens. They really have, especially defensively. We're hearing 4 minutes of stoppages to be played. Evans dinks this one inside, not clear properly, and right on the edge of the box, and the penalty is awarded. He was about to let fly Rashiki Kelson, and Arnett Gardens, they do have a penalty, and we're on the cusp of stoppage time.
Wow, chance here. Yes, there was a tackle from behind and it is inside the box. Good call by Okita Nicholson. Ill-timed challenge. And just like that, chance to score, and then 4 minutes to try and get an equalizer.
Arboyne already has 3 goals in the bank this season, looking for a 4th in stoppage time here. Arboyne steps up. Oh! It really isn't his night. And the exodus, the real exodus, will begin. Oh, he really missed that one.
What a miss from Kimani Arboyne. Well wide. And as I said, sums up the kind of evening for Arnett Gardens here at home. Their second match at home. The first was a draw. And they're heading for their first defeat of the season now.
Corner kick. It would have been interesting had they scored from the penalty spot. Corner kick coming in, and that has gone past everyone. One flag flying tonight, and that's of Tivoli Gardens. The Inquisition. Not time to press the panic buttons, I suppose, here at Arnett Gardens. But there was some concern in pre-season when all the changes were made. When Paul Tiga-Davis said that he wouldn't return. An opportunity here for Mackenzie! Fabulous save by White, who has kept the scoreline respectable.
Yeah, good save by White. Coming in for the sick Eric Edwards. And Mackenzie, who last season struggled with injury after having a good start to the season, scoring 3 goals early in the season. There you go, Mackenzie brings White into contention there.
That's the end of the game. Statement made inside the jungle. Tivoli Gardens, led by Jerome Waite, has come to Arnett Gardens and has turned over the tables. It's the first win by Tivoli Gardens over Arnett Gardens since 2019. And it's a shock to the system of Xavier Gilbert and company. They are going to be asking questions. They haven't performed at home, Arnett Gardens. They have shown glimpses away from home. But you anticipate that they will regroup because they have to, and their supporters demand it. Led by a Justin Dunn hat-trick, Tivoli Gardens getting the better of Arnett Gardens by 3-1. As we take a look at the full-time highlights here. Shot was high from Jaheim Thomas. He would be a little bit more accurate later in the game, but that was a howler from the Arnett Gardens captain, Joel Cunningham. We expect a lot better from him. Just a lapse in concentration there. And in came Dunn. And he finished it well. And they were loving it. They really were loving it. Arnett Gardens tried to get back into this contest, but the chances were few and far between, weren't they? Hopeful crosses inside the box. Not going anywhere. Shot from Arboine. Plucked out of the evening sky by Clark. And at the back post there, headed wide, and then that free kick also off target. But they were creating chances. Martin across to Thomas. Jaheim Thomas finding the back of the net. And they were back in it. It was 1-1 at the time. And that was probably the only time they were in rhythm, Arnett Gardens. Dunn allowed so much space inside the box. Where were the defenders? Nowhere near. Dunn. That was the SportsMax at moment of the game. What a finish that was. Second of the night. Ball over the top. Anthony Nelson with a big chance here, and White in the way, denying him. The scoreline could have been worse. It really could have been. They thought they should have wrapped up the match there. And again, problems at the back. Opportunity. So much time, and then the shot deflected inside to complete his hat-trick. Justin Dunn came off Neil, and the job was done after that. Good night, sweet prince, they said. They could have made it interesting in the closing stages, just inside the area. Rashiki Kelson was clipped, and Arboine, Kimani Arboine sends it wide. That was their cue to leave in the aftermath of the apology. Could have been a fourth. Mackenzie driving that one goalwards, and White with the save. And that was that. Tivoli Gardens with 11 shots, 6 on target. Arnett Gardens also with 11 shots and 4 on target. Arnett Gardens playing a really physical game as well. 15 fouls they committed, 7 more than Tivoli. And as far as the corner kicks were concerned, Arnett Gardens 4-1 in their favour. They also had the majority of the possession as well at 52%.
Justin, leading goal scorer in the Jamaica Premier League with 4 goals. How does that feel?
Well, it was a wonderful display since night. We did this one for the coach, Jerome Wade, which this was his former club. And in the changing room, he asked us to apply ourselves, and we did just that.
First hat-trick of the season, first hat-trick for you obviously this season. Is this the first hat-trick in your career?
No. Been doing it from primary school and high school.
And how you feel about the overall Tivoli performance today?
Well, we fought against Veer, we lost 2-1. And this game was a very personal one. A jungle derby, Tivoli versus Arnett, and we take it personal and we execute and we apply ourselves.
You certainly executed. You scored 4 goals now. What are your goals for this season? How many you plan to score? What did you set? What sights had you set for yourself?
My main objective this season, 15 plus or more goals.
15 or plus, and you're gone 4 already. Excellent performance. Congrats on your performance, and we look forward to seeing better from you in this season as well. Are you enjoying your time under Jerome Wade?
Yeah, as you know, he's a very technical coach, physical coach as well. We do a lot of running and training, and we come out here, as I told you, and apply ourselves, and it was a wonderful one. Two wins from 3 games, and we have a long way to go, and we are just doing the best for him and us.
Definitely a long way to go. Tivoli hasn't been in the playoffs in a few seasons. What is the dressing room like now under Jerome Wade?
The main objective to go as far as the top 6 and win the championship.
All right, all the best to you. We'll see if that happens for Tivoli Gardens this season. Excellent work, Justin. Continue scoring.
Thank you.
Justin Dunn there, our player of the game. First hat-trick of the season in the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League. And excellent performance from the Tivoli number 9. Xavier, last week we spoke about the resilience in terms of coming back from 2 goals down. Couldn't quite achieve it today, but it must be said, Tivoli probably deserved the 3 points at the end of play.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they created more opportunities than us, to be fair. They hit us in transition and we didn't handle it very well at all, you know. We had our moments of the game. I didn't think we were smart enough in terms of when we had possession building out, you know. I think we made some poor decisions. And they hit us in transition, and we have to give them credit. I think they created more goal-scoring opportunities than us tonight. And we just weren't good enough tonight, and I must apologize to the fans for the disappointing performance.
Must be a concern. You mentioned the fans as well. 2 games at home, 1 a draw, 1 a loss, and not necessarily the start at home that would be expected. And we know how Arnett Gardens usually perform in the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be honest, I wouldn't say it's a concern. I mean, it's early days. We still have some things to do and have some things to work on, and we're going to continue to work and bounce back. But we just have to be smarter. We got in the game, got back in the game, and again, you know, we made us make poor decisions coming out. And we have to give them credit because, I mean, the opponent forced us to make those poor decisions. So credit must be given to Tivoli the way they approach the game. They were more aggressive and hit us in transition a lot.
We expect to see better from Arnett Gardens. Good luck in the weeks going forward.
Yeah, man, thanks. I appreciate it.
Xavier Gilbert, they're the head coach at Arnett Gardens, and they are coming out on the losing end of things today, and very unfortunate for them, Xavier Gilbert. Jerome Wade getting things done today, and no surprise that everybody wants to interview him after the win he executed. Well, Jerome, you were very confident before this match that you would be able to get the 3 points against Arnett, and you're a man of your word. You delivered.
Yes, I saw Arnett on the day that I lost that game, and I saw where the strength of the team can be nullified. In the end, you know, we did that, and it was good to know that youngster Justin Dunn came up with 3 goals.
And how big is that for you? When you look at Tivoli seasons over the last couple of years, they have struggled in terms of consistent goal scoring. He's now the leading goal scorer in the league and the first hat-trick of the season as well.
Well, this is something that we look forward to. It's good to know that it happened now. So they will start to believe in themselves as they go along. But this week, the work that was put in, you know, it was unbelievable. As a result of that, you could see that today.
We spoke about the resilience at the start in the pre-match, and you said, well, the work was going in, it would take a while for it to manifest. But it's today proving to you that it's heading in the right track, because yes, you got the lead, but how you maintained it right through, extended the lead, and also kept Arnett Gardens at bay.
Yes, and this is good for Tivoli Garden, and they display good football today.
All right, 2 wins from 3. Congrats on the win, and we look forward in the weeks to come.
All right, thanks.
Let's take a look at all the happenings of match week 4 so far. Mount Pleasant 3-1 over Malines United. Beer United and Montego United ending 1-1. Portmore United with a 2-0 win over Dunby Holden in another derby. Treasure Beach and Lime Hall, well, in the Battle of the New Boys, Treasure Beach won. And the Tivoli Gardens with a 3-1 win away to Arnett Gardens. So, the point standings, Mount Pleasant, Tivoli Gardens, they're at the top right now. Mount Pleasant with 9 points, Tivoli Gardens with 6. Portmore United, Woodhouse, Arnett Gardens and Veer United in the top 6 at the moment. So, a couple more games tomorrow. Harbourview up against Humber Lion, 5 p.m. Jamaica time, 6 in the Eastern Caribbean on SportsMax 2. Then, of course, Monday Night Football, Cavalier against Waterhouse at 7:30 p.m., 8:30 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. Yeah, so just reminding you of the victory for Tivoli Gardens inside the jungle. If ever there was a statement made, this was one. But it's still pretty early in the season. A long way to go. Still many twists and turns ahead. We're flying out of here. On behalf of the hard-working production team, my co-analyst Chris Taylor, Janae, who was on the floor, producer Ramon Stewart, director Daniel Allen, I'm Donald Oliver, signing out from Arnett Gardens for the final time this Sunday night.